That's it for our extracurricular portion. Next, we're going to have Donna, who's going to talk about the SATs and academics. Dun, dun, dun.
Hello, everyone. So my name is Donna Guo, and again, I'm a third-year undergraduate student at the University of Chicago. So today, I'm talking about academics. And I think that's something that we all know about, right? We all know that to get to a good college, you have to have good grades and a high SAT score. And for all the students, from middle school and high school students in the room, I'm sure that all of you have felt or feel pressure to get good grades. And for the parents, I'm sure all of you encourage your children to do well in school. And academics is a very important part of the college admissions process. However, I think that the question a lot of times we fail to ask is, why are academics so important? In high school, especially at really competitive high schools, it can often feel like you're just put in this box, and then you're forced to compete with your friends and your peers to get the highest grades, get the highest SAT score, be the top of your class, and all in pursuit of getting to that top college, right? But I think that, in this sort of stress-filled, rat race of high school academics, it's important to take a step back and to reflect. Why are we working so hard to get good grades? To get into college? I mean, what's college about anyways? So, universities are ultimately institutions of education. When you get to college, wherever you go, and I mean, Willie said this, but all universities will have plenty of opportunity for you. So when you get to college, you will find that you have unprecedented freedom, extraordinary opportunities, and tremendous amounts of knowledge just available to you from professors, libraries, whatever. And college is a place, you go back. College is a place to learn and to grow. And the hope is that when you come out of college, you'll be more knowledgeable about yourself and more educated about the world around you. And so I believe that to truly take advantage of all the opportunities available to you, academics shouldn't just be about getting the highest number. So I think that, at least for me, this is my opinion, but I think that when you're studying really hard for classes and you're trying to get the good grades, I think some things you should focus on are developing skills, right? Like learning good work and study habits, establishing a foundation of knowledge and different ways of thinking, critical thinking, analytical thinking skills. And finally, cultivating a desire to learn, which colleges like to call intellectual curiosity. And so I think that good grades will get you into a college, but it's really these skills and the habits that you develop while studying that will allow you to be successful in college. And this is something Willie already said, right? If you make college your end goal, then once you get there, what do? And so how does this manifest in the specifics of sort of high school life? Well, we have course selection, for instance. Most schools offer AP and IB classes, and you can take some. This is an opportunity to show colleges that you are ready, you are capable of taking more rigorous classes, and that you're also willing to challenge yourself. However, the warning here is not to overload on AP classes. You have to save time for other activities, because colleges don't just want to see that, colleges want to see that you can do other things as well. And then grades, grades are very important, right? College is a place of learning, and you have to show them that you're a serious student and that you're serious about learning. But I wouldn't worry too much about it, right? Do your best, study hard, don't worry too much about the number. For those of you who are juniors and seniors and starting to get your class rank, just don't worry about those at all, because, just don't worry about those. It's very, very easy to stress about class rank, because it's like a concrete number. It's where you stand in the school, like I am number whatever. But in the end, that number is not what defines you. What you do with yourself is what defines you. And then, of course, there's standardized testing, and this is something that you have to take. So there's the PSAT, which is taken every year. You take it freshman, sophomore, and junior year. And junior year is when it matters, because then you'll be considered for the National Merit Scholarship. If you don't do well your sophomore year, pick up a study book, do some practice tests, do some studying, and try to do better junior year. SAT, ACT, you have to take that to get into school. If you're not good at testing, there are plenty of classes to take. There's like hundreds, millions of study books out there. Pick a few up, do some studying. If you're not disciplined, take a class. And then finally, the SAT-2s, which are specific subject tests. And my advice to those are, I would take your SAT-2s right after you take AP exams, because then you don't have to study for them, because you've studied for the AP exam already. So I think I took all of mine right after I took my AP exam for that subject, so I never studied for any of them. Well, kind of. I studied for the AP exam. But I think with like standardized tests, you have to do it, work hard, do well, do practice, but just don't stress out about it, because it's not like the defining thing that will or will not get you into college. Yes. So what if you don't have a 4.0 and you don't get a 2400? That's the SAT. What will you do? It'll be okay. Oh, right. It'll be okay. And so colleges look for grades and test scores. And then finally, just work hard, do your best, and don't worry too much about the numbers.